Hey guys, this is JToH. This is like the first episode of the Jupiter's Tiles of Hell guide series. Okay, in this episode, I'll be guiding you on 12 annoyingly simple trials. You might be thinking, it's a tutorial tower. What do you need to guide them for? Well, first of all, I know some people they get like stuck on this tower for like a week, and also I'm also like doing this to like show you some of the shortcuts and other tips and stuff. So yeah. Okay, anyways, yeah. I'm not sure whether, if you're watching this guide, it's the first time you've played in Jupiter's Tiles of Hell, but yeah, so anyways, go to ring 1, like, you go to this towers part, and then you go to Tower of Annoyingly Simple Trials in the beginner tower section. Don't go anything for that. This is your first time playing that. You'll probably fail and rage quit or something. Okay, so first off, this is very simple. Just go up this. It's a steep ramp. You're like, how am I gonna climb that? Also, that arrow is not solid, so you won't like knock into it. So yeah, these are simple jumps. It's possible to cut this platform by like just jumping, but yeah. Okay, so this truss is a ladder. You can climb on it. To climb, you must hold W. I don't know why I'm like doing all these simple controls. So yeah. You can jump off of the ladder by pressing space, and it'll send you backwards, which is what I'm using here. But most people, they're just like climb to the top of the ladder and jump there. Okay, so here is a weird thing. Right? It's kind of a glitch or bug. I don't know. There's like an invisible wall here. You have to like go to the side and go through here to get to the button. If you don't get the button, this will not be activated and you will fail. Okay, so there are two possible ways to go here. This X pad, you can push it, and yeah, just push it by holding W. It's not too hard. But there's also another way of doing this. You can jump up here. Like sometimes Roblox physics are kind of bad, and sometimes you may jump over this part. Like what I did there. You can also alternatively wrap around this part and skip it. So yeah, it's a shortcut here. Okay, and this part's a 2-start tightrope. Shouldn't be too hard. There is a shortcut here. As you can see, there's a kind of a semi-invisible block here. And you can skip some of this tightrope part here. Okay, this is a kill break here. You don't like lose all of your health when you touch it, as you can see from there at the top right. Oh, and also there's a really major skip here to skip all of the buttons. If you are somehow able to corner glitch into this, you probably can't do that if this is your beginner to this game. Okay, when you don't need to do glitches for now. Okay, so just you can actually just walk on this if you want to. You only lose like half of your health, but I'd rather just jump on it. So this is a conveyor. Okay, so this part it makes you go this way, and yeah, to go to the right side to make you go forward. Okay, these are falling platforms. You must be really fast. So like if you like stay on the platforms, you like fail because yeah. Because if they fall, like you're unable to get to the next platform, you failed. So there are also two ways to do this part. You could jump down there and do the skip and like a speedrun method, but the way you're supposed to do this is to use the conveyors, go on the right side as usual, and do these death block kill break jumps and go through this gate, which is now open because you press the buttons, and yeah. So this is a safety net here, so if you fall, it doesn't really matter. These are kind of small platforms, but trust me, these are small. If we get further into the game, there'll be much smaller platforms than this. Quite simple jumps. If you fail this a lot, oh boy, you shouldn't be doing this tower. Okay, that is the speed pad. It makes you go faster. Some of the speed pads are timed, and you can see the time up here, like 10 seconds. It comes counting down. And yeah, mostly these are like the kill breaks that they don't kill you instantly. They just like get rid of some of your health, and yeah, you don't even need to avoid them. This is like an uphill part, but it doesn't really matter. Just like jump a few times. Yeah, just do these simple jumps with speed and get on this red pad. This red pad gets rid of the speed boost that you have obtained. Well, actually, it just reverts your speed to normal. Okay, this spinner you have to time it not really perfectly. Just time it and get on it. You can walk across it and jump here. If not, you can just wait for it. Okay, so all of that. Okay, this is the normal way of doing it. Okay, you know these simple brick jumps. Do this 2-start wrap round. Okay, if you don't know how to do a wrap round, is you basically like D go towards the right of the platform or left. You know, it depends on which side you prefer. And then you before getting off of the platform, you jump, and then quickly switch your fingers to the W and A buttons on your keyboard so that you move back on the platform. And look, you just did a wrap round. Congratulations. Okay, then you get on those spinners, do those rope swing platforms. Since the ropes are on all 4 corners, they shouldn't be that hard. Do that simple kill brick jump, which shouldn't get rid of a lot of your health. Oh yeah. Also yeah, this one only has 1 rope, which means it's harder, but it's easier. They made it easier, heavier. I don't know how they make it heavier. But yeah, the shortcut way. So look, this semi-invisible brick again, and you can jump from here to this path. Climb this ladder. This is another type of ladder other than the trusses that I've introduced you at the first level. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, these are shoving platforms. If you're in the path of their force, and when they just move, you just like get shoved. Like you get like you just fail and lose a lot of progress. Since they give you a lot of time, you can just do all 2 at once. Right after they have done their pushing thing. I don't know. So yeah, this simple X pad. Okay, one thing that I can do to do this faster is to push this, and while it's moving, you jump off. So like this, and that'll make you like fling all the way to this ladder, which is I think a speedrun strategy. So yeah, more simple cubic jumps. If these were insta kill, this would be much harder. But we don't use insta kill bricks just yet. They only the insta kill bricks, leave them to the harder towers. Okay, these are spinning kill brick spinners. Again, they're not insta kill, so even if they touch you, you shouldn't be that bad. You can technically just walk. You should walk past them, and they won't even do that much damage. So here's a maze, but they give you the answer. Okay, just follow this green brick, and you'll get to the end. So it's not that hard. It has no green brick though. This will be harder. Okay, there's a safety net. Jump on these 3x3 start platforms and you know, do more of those cubic jumps, which are very easy. If you fail at this, then I don't know. Okay, here's a bit of a confusing one. Maybe like, yeah, jump to there, but that's impossible. You're supposed to jump to here. You don't even need to jump. You can just walk off. As long as you land on it, you're fine. So you do more of these slightly long jumps. I mean, they're not really that long, but still. Jump on this pillar thing to that pillar. Don't like go from here to there. I mean, it's probably possible. It'll just be really hard. More simple jumps, and you get to this part where it's a bit confusing. You can jump from this one to immediately. You just have to climb it and jump to here. But you can also just go to there and then jump to this one. And yeah, there's like 2 ways again. So here is a safety net part. If you fall, you're teleported back. So even if you fail, it's okay. And yeah, that spinner's a bit hard to time. So jump pads, when you jump on them, they launch you. But they're a bit broken. Sometimes they launch you really high up. Yeah, sometimes they're like that. They're just kind of glitching out. So here's a little bit of a shortcut, but I think it's random. Sometimes these jump pads, they boost you high enough to make you skip all these jumps and let you get to there. But that's really unlikely. If you're able to do that skip, you must be really lucky. Okay, so while these simple jumps on the platforms are little bit narrow, but still not too hard. Do these simple jumps, and yeah. So there's a very obvious shortcut here. You could either do the normal way, like oh, somebody's calling me. Why are people calling me when I'm recording all the time? Okay, so the normal way is that you jump on these 4x4 pillars, do this tightrope. Okay, so the proper way to do these tightropes is to go to first person mode by zooming in and put your cursor in the center on the tightrope, directly on it, and you'll be able to do it. The easier way, the shortcut method, is to jump on that semi-transparent thing, climb that ladder, which is a little bit small, so you may fall on that, and just skip all that tightrope and stuff, but it's still easy. You almost do, just 4 more floors of tutorial left. Okay, look at this. A lot of the harder tiles have at least one outside section. There are rare and easy tiles like this. Don't worry, this outside section is a complete joke. Yeah, it basically is, because it is so simple. It's, if you fall, you're bad. Like, maybe your cat stepping on your keyboard and you walk off. But yeah. There's a way to skip this entire thing. As you may have seen here, there is a little bit of a truss ladder here. And you can skip this entire outside section. It is another speedrun strategy. Now, this is a balloon. The most important advice here is that don't press space. If you press space, it will pop. The balloon will pop. Like, look at this. The moment I press space, it popped. So, don't press space when you're on a balloon. Also, these are timed, so just because you don't press space doesn't mean you're just can fly to the top. Nope. Okay, here's a bit of a dark section. It isn't too hard. So this shortcut is actually very hard to see. But as you see, there's like very tiny little stats there, which are very hard to see, but yeah. And you can like skip this section. You can skip a lot of this section by walking on this really, really tiny road that's hard to see. Okay, now this moving platform, it's time, so just wait for it and get on it. It will move you. You won't like glitch out or something, so it isn't that bad. Now jump onto this truss and climb it. So yeah, easy stuff. And this is a zip line. Just jump on this thing that gets you on the zip line, and you just arrived. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's also a way to skip all those obstacles, which is basically just simple stuff, but there's a way to skip it. You see? Oh, another semi-transparent thing. Again, it is just another truss that skips a lot of obstacles. So this is a little bit of a hard one to do, but just like go on the very top of it and jump. Like while you hold W and jump at the same time. Other than that, I'll just do the advanced tutorial. So this is kind of like wall hugging, but not really. You just have to like hold W and D to get across it. This is those wraparound, which I already told you how to do. Okay, this is wall glitching or corner glitching, like what I told you about. So go into first person mode, align your cursor, like either this one or this one, but I don't really care. Just try and get the center of it onto the corner, and then after that, zoom in until you're nearly at first person mode. Make sure your camera is inside the brick, like it's going inside the wall you want to glitch through. And then press shift, and then you're through the wall. You can also jump over, yeah, if you can't wall glitch. Okay, wall hopping. They call it wall hugging, but I prefer to call it wall hopping. So there are two ways to do this. You can either do this with these keys, like those keys on the keyboard, and do this, okay? But there's also another way to do it. It's mouse flicking. It's a bit harder than doing those keys, but I'm still able to do this. Unlike last time, which I totally failed at it. Okay, now how you do this is that you first jump when your character your feet of your character is gonna reach that wall. Jump as if that there was a platform that could catch you, and then while you're gonna jump at that time, you also press one of these keys to move your camera, which basically glitches it out. Then move your camera back using the left key or the right key. So if you like wanna move your camera to the right to jump it, and then but you must move your camera back to the left, you know, to center it out. Also, you must like hug the wall like this. That's why it's also called wall hugging. So yeah. Also do shift lock, but I don't recommend first person because that's a bit confusing. Like you don't have a lot of a field of view with this kind of view. So yeah, shift lock. Just press shift for shift lock, by the way. I don't know how I haven't said that yet. Okay, so yeah, so when you're gonna jump on this like sort of platform, because yeah, so you jump on this sort of platform, and then you see you can just press that key which moves your camera, and you jump up another forward again, and then you can move it back quickly before you like fall back down, and then do the same thing again. It's really hard, but you don't really need to do any wall hopping until you get to some harder towers. Okay, some buttons have a time limit. Act fast and be sure to get to the end before the timer expires. Okay. Yeah, 10 seconds. You technically don't even need to press that button, but yeah, if you're slow at this, I guess you need to press it. But that button, if you go underneath there and go here, it teleports you up to the top there, where it tells you that you found the secret shortcut and you're very good to find it. Okay, so look at this. This is a really big outside section, but the shortcut's not here. It's telling you to find a shortcut. See this extended piece of the platform is basically just an invisible platform, but it's really easy to find. And yeah, it just goes straight to there. And you basically skip the whole outside section. So don't be afraid that you're like, what? They go the wrong way or something. If you just go past here, you get teleported to the end. Okay, and that is the end of Tower of Annihilating Simple Trials. Just climb this truss and touch the wind pad and you win. Yeah, that is your first tower beaten in Jupiter's Towers of Hell. Unless you've like done a different tower before and then you forgot about this tower or something, but this should be your first tower. If it's not, then I don't really know, but yeah. So basically, this wasn't really a guide. This is really only a full guide at the advanced section. Basically, all the basic stuff you probably self-explanatory, but yeah. This is also like showing the guide of like, you know, what shortcuts in this tower, because there are a lot of shortcuts in this tower. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this guide. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, don't forget to kill Fang and goodbye. This guide is really weird.